Okay.
Are you ready for some Super Mario Galaxy?
I
I'm ready for
am.
some Super Mario Galaxy.
I'm sure you are. You've never played Super Mario Galaxy, is that right?
It's true. It's true. I was a Super Mario Galaxy 2 kind of kid.
I guess that
So I
makes sense.
just assumed that the second version would be better.
Well, many people assume that. There are many such cases, even.
Many such cases.
Oh, why can
I
I hear
love
myself?
sequels more
Oh,
than the original games.
I'm hearing it through YouTube. That's why.
Brendan is in chat.
That's so
Hello.
true. Hello, Brendan.
Hello, Brendan.
Skitty Galaxy real? Skitty Galaxy is the only galaxy.
This is Skitty Galaxy, and we're all just living in it.
True. So true, even. Hello, Crazy AZ. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. Happy birthday, by the way.
It's not my birthday either.
Yeah. Alright. We're going for Trouble on the Tower.
How exciting.
It is so exciting. I'm still not quite used to playing this game on the Switch.
I used to have a Switch copy of this game before it was disappeared at an airport one day.
That's so true. This is what you were talking about, your Switch airport trauma a couple days ago when we were at the airport and I was playing on my Switch.
I've lost my Switch at the airport twice, and I've only gotten it back once. So do the math on that. It's a little unfortunate. The first time I lost my Switch at an airport, I left it on a bench outside, and I was driving home with my parent, and I was like, oh no, I left my Switch at the airport. Well, yeah, my mom gave me a ride, and my dad was not in the car at the time.
Well, you said my parent, like there's only one of them. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, Dad said hi when I got home. I think that's fair enough.
Love to have some dad representation on the stream.
It's true. It's almost Father's Day. So mark your calendar.
World famous Zelda tuber not playing Zelda? I'm stunned. Thank you, Anthony Gramuglia, for your contribution to the Skitty is Zelda tuber propaganda. Just because I'm a Zelda tuber doesn't mean I'm a Zelda tuber, you see.
It's true.
Again, the motion controls with the Pro Controller are fine, but I'm definitely not used to them the way I'm used to them on the Wii.
Wait, you're using motion controls for the spin still?
No, for the cursor.
Oh. Yeah, that feels a little bit scuffed. When I play this game, it's going to be on my legally obtained Wii.
Of course.
I do love when Wiis are legally obtained.
That is one of the best ways to attain them, is legally.
Oh yeah, but the first time I lost my Switch, I left it on the bench at the airport. We went around to go back and get it, and lo and behold, there was a security guard standing right next to the girl who was sitting next to me on the plane. And she points at me and says, "That's him, officer. That's the owner of this Nintendo Switch." And I was like, oh, thank you so much. You saved my life that day. I hope she's doing okay.
I hope so too.
I don't even know her name.
Damn, missed connections for real.
Yeah. And the second time, it just disappeared in the airport. I don't know if it was on the plane or someone reached into my bag and took it, or I lost it at security, or what. I have no clue where it went. If I knew, I would still have it.
Well, I didn't mean to do that at all. The controls are not super intuitive on the Switch, I fear. I kind of wish I was just playing this on the Wii, as my Wii stares at me judgmentally. All four of them. I have 3 Wiis, and none of them work. I also have a Wii U that does work.
And surely you have Mario Galaxy.
Of course, I have multiple copies of Mario Galaxy. I believe I showed you my copies of Mario Galaxy when you were here.
Yeah, you did. That's true. That is true. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes, Swifts. Planet Emma says we should play 2-player. The bad news is that we are in separate states at the moment.
It is so sad. For example, I'm more of a plasma, Hayato's more of a liquid.
Mm-hmm. That's what everyone calls me.
Hayato Sensei liquid. I don't know about that one. How did Seikori become a moderator? By always coming to stream.
It's true.
I needed someone. Holy shit!
Oh, wow.
Robin with the 1,000 kronas says, hello, I hope y'all are having an amazing time with this game. By the way, Skitty has to buy you ice cream now. Holy skit. Thank you so much for the chunk of change, Robin. And yes, I did buy Hayato ice cream, I'll have you know.
Wow, indeed.
You remember? I did that. No. Bro, Hayato Sensei's dead. What happened to him? Where's my goat? Hello? Well, Hayato's fucking dead. It must have been the sheer generosity that got him. I have no idea where he went. Thank you so much for the ice cream money. I will be sure to do that. Save your game? Yeah, sure. I don't really know what to do now. It says he's in call. Ah, he's having a bit of an internet moment, I see. Well, Ant, thanks for the $2. Skitty, you buy Hayato ice cream once and he melts. Ali says, I ate Hayato. No! Have I played any more Age of Calamity? No. Not yet. And I figure when I do, it'll probably be on stream.
Hayato's glorious return?
Oh my god, hi, welcome back.
This is so exciting. I've returned.
I missed you.
I don't know what happened. I missed you too. The internet went goodbye and then it returned.
Well, welcome back. There's crisis
So
in the Honey Hive Galaxy at the moment. Ah! The whole Mandybug clan has infested our kingdom. Evidently. Bugaboom is a fun word to say. I agree.
Also, thank you, chat, for all of the ice cream money that Skitty now owes me.
I know, right? We're gonna get so much ice cream. As I was saying, I did buy you ice cream when last you were here, if you'll remember.
I do remember. I just didn't want chat to know because that would disincentivize them from continuing to pay for you to pay me for ice cream.
Why would that disincentivize it? If anything, it's incentivizing it. I spent Robin's money on the ice cream once, and I'll do it again.
That's true. Good point. Chat, it's a great investment. Please do more. It's not pathetic when I say it.
No, of course not. Yippee.
Famous Mario Kart 7 character Honey Queen.
True.
That's so true.
The thing about playing this game is that I have played it so many times that I am like, what the fuck? Hello? Robin! What the hell? What kind of jobs do you get in Norway where you can afford to pay me $200 on a stream? Holy shit, thank you so much. That's crazy. That is I think that just paid for my flight to come see you.
Hell yeah. That's so exciting.
That is so exciting. The official Skitty Hayato Hangout is underway, sponsored by Robin.
This is so awesome.
Infinite super chat dollars glitch. Not clickbait.
Hey, Robin.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Again?
What? Robin!
Robin.
Cease! I really appreciate your generosity, but at some point I'm gonna lose my skit. How on earth? I mean, thank you? I don't really... what do I even say in response to another 1,000 Norwegian krona? Holy skit. This has been the most profitable 10 minutes of stream I've ever done.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Robin. Everyone say thank you, Robin. Everyone W Robin in chat. 300 clams? 300... Actually, it's like 3,000 Norwegian clams. Holy crap. Holy crap, Lois. I'm a hungry Luma, and I'm eating up all these Norwegian krona.
No,
Holy
do not
fuck.
eat the krona. Spend it on me.
Of course,
Or
of
my
course.
tickets.
I wonder what the Loop-de-Loop Galaxy, or Loop-de-Swoop Galaxy? Let's flip switch. Loop-de-Whoop, Loop-de-Whoop, Swoop, is down here.
I see.
I'm wondering what the controls will be like on the Switch. Holy I'm like reeling. Jasper, can you believe this shit? My real life cat is sitting next to me at the moment.
Your real live cat as opposed to...
The plushy cat that I am.
Oh, that's true. I'd forgotten.
Skitty is playing Peak. This is Peak, frankly.
Flipping 101.
See 3 red super chats. Holy skit. Welcome to the stream, Carmen R. You want to make it 4? This is a joke. Try to match the guide on the bottom right. Okay. And thanks for the 2. Is Robin Dick, Jason, Tim, or Damien? I think that's a reference I'm not getting.
It's a Batman reference.
I see. Oh, I see. Oh, see.
There have been roughly 4
of Batman and Robin. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can buy a Switch 2. Can I? Aren't Switch 2s like $400? Yeah.
You could buy a Switch 1.
I could buy a Switch 1, but I already have a Switch 1.
That with... No, but see, you combine the 2 Switches together, and what do you get?
2 Switches.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Switch 2. Glad we can agree.
Sure. Oh my god! Is that Nusrat in chat? W. This is interesting. I feel like I've spent the better part of my life honing my skills at the regular style controls for this on the Wii, but now I'm like putting those to the test on the Switch. So we'll see how I do.
Live video audience.
I know, it's very stressful.
You're doing great so far.
Thank you, I try. It's years of practice, you see.
Look at Mario go.
I know. So, like, the penguins, they're sapient, right? They can talk. What about the manta ray?
Manta rays don't talk in real life, so I don't see why they would hear.
Well, neither do penguins.
Yeah, they do. Haven't you seen the Backyardigans?
You know, I suppose I have. I don't know if that counts as real life necessarily, but...
Oh, it does. They're real.
How does it feel to be free from college? I feel great. I also loved college. Have I talked to a penguin before? I can't say I have.
Wow. Another successful galaxy.
Yet another classic Skitty W. I think this big Skitty W was the 3,000 Norwegian krona. I'm still looking at that.
Yeah, big numbers. And they're going to stay up there for a while,
That's
too.
cuckoo bananas. Where is Benjamin? Is the question. We're here today on Benjamin's birthday to celebrate him turning 11 years old.
That's true. Does he know? Does he know he's finally 11?
Also, chat, do we like the drop?
Oh, he's here.
Oh, we do? Oh my god, hi, welcome. Also, do we like the...
Hi, Benjamin.
Do we like the drop shadow on the chat? I thought I made it a bit easier to read.
I like it.
In fact, I think I might do it on the alert box as well. We're gonna give that an effect filter. We're gonna do that. Shadow. Oh yeah.
Yippee.
Now someone just has to donate me money so that we see the effect go on. I joke. Joking.
What a great idea. What a fantastic idea. But yeah, everyone tell Benjamin happy birthday. It's huge. Big day for him.
True. Alright, let me the drop shadow. We love the drop shadow. We're gonna make
Me when I drop Shadow into the water, and he cries because he's like Sonic and can't swim.
that's murder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm messing with the OBS settings in real time.
It's very thrilling for me to watch. I can see the little.
No, it's not
cursor streams
Hayato's
inside
birthday. Hayato is not Benjamin. Hayato's Hayato.
Yeah, no, my birthday's later.
Silly. Oh my god.
That's true.
Seikori with the $5 or the 5 Brazilian real, followed by wait. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Hold on. Wait. Is that another 1,000 krona? What the
It sure is.
Robin! Robin, I owe you my life. Robin, you're the only thing standing between me and getting a real job. Holy crap.
What a hero.
I should move to Norway
Hero.
and work in like metal fabrication or whatever it is that Robin does. Holy skit. Benjamin, you might think that's a lot, but that's actually the 4th one.
Yeah. I
like,
love 4,000 Norwegian krona.
Do you have like no expenses? I Holy skit. Well, thank you yet again for your deranged generosity. Holy skit. My life is only worth $400. I mean, hard to say. I don't think I've ever measured it monetarily before. Well, Benjamin, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we can be celebrating you today on your 11th birthday.
How does it feel to finally be 11, by the way?
I know, right? I mean, you've been 11 for so long. It's crazy to finally reach your 11th birthday.
Easy level.
What is the most expensive Skitty plush online? Probably around $400. It's the Heartland one, I think. I saw a listing for it on, I think, Mercari that sold like 2 days before I got to it. But I don't think I would be willing to drop 400 bones on a Skitty plush anyway. That could buy me so many meals. So much Skitty kibble.
Yeah.
It's Benjamin's birthday and Skitty's the one being gifted. This stream is the gift, silly.
Is it a gift or a grift if you're getting that much money out of it, though?
Hard to say. But I sure am here, and that's why they call it present.
I'm also here, and that's why they call me Hayato Sensei Dark.
So true. I think the starbit count that Luma outside needs is 400, but it could be 300. And if it is...
Well,
the thumbnail made you feel
amount of
guilty. Guilty why? Don't be silly. It's your birthday. Yeah, it is 400. That Skitty memory is working overtime as always. Oh my god, Brendan. You're playing with fire here. I'm gonna feel so bad. You think Benjamin's like, I feel guilty. How do you think I feel?
I feel great.
Well, I wasn't asking about you, silly. Alright. Let's finish up the terrace. It's about to be fountain time. Mega Legs Moon.
Whoa, it's Bowser?
Well, no. It's really not. I remember so distinctly my mom was out of town the first time I played this game. And I remember calling her on the phone to tell her that I beat Mega Leg.
Congrats on beating Mega Leg.
Thanks.
Let's see if you can do it again on stream.
I'll try.
You killed him.
I did. And I
So
don't
mean.
I don't feel bad.
But why?
How I sleep knowing my enemies are ontologically evil and violence against them is good. Never mind, I missed.
That's a little embarrassing.
This is what I get for practicing dualism on my stream.
Mm-hmm. The gigantic skitty-shaped hole in Robin's bank account is growing.
It do be skitty shaped.
Well, that's embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. I'm so sorry you had to see that.
Yeah, I should just close my eyes. But no, I have to read chat. That's my job.
Of course. Oh my gosh, Jojo Jet's in chat. Hi, Jojo Jets. It's crazy if
Legameg.
this time I'm streaming and you're not. There we go.
Wow, small world.
I know, right? Thank you, Skitty, for not making the stream at 2 a.m. I made it at a reasonable time for all of my international viewers on purpose.
How kind.
See? I try.
Whoa, it's Bowser Jr.
It's Bowser Jr. Hack Wilbert says, Skitty, I saw you in a Zeltic video. You sure did.
I did too.
That was cuckoo bananas. I could not believe that.
Uh-oh. It's Mega Leg. What about literally all the other times when you streamed at like 9 p.m.?
I wanted to do some Dandori before bed. Is that a crime?
Apparently.
Ooh, Dandori stream when? When are we doing Skitty Plays Pikmin challenge mode? One of Skitty's very favorite activities.
You sure do love playing Pikmin.
I do, it's true. Do we have the bullet bills popping out of these holes yet? Is something that I'd like to know. Yeah, we do. Classic.
Oh, you got him.
So when is Skyward Sword stream? It is whenever my father is less busy. Because I would like to play it with him. My dad is not a gamer, but he does like game music. And when I got Skyward Sword back in 2011, it came with the CD. We used to listen to the Zelda CD in the car together. And his favorite track was Ballad of the Goddess, so I think Skyward Sword would be a cute little stream to do together, because he is not a gamer.
Aww.
But he has offered to come on stream and provide color commentary.
That's cute.
What would it take for a Pikmin game to become the next Tears of the Kingdom? It's impossible. Like, there's not... Like, Tears of the Kingdom was the perfect storm, because it was in a series that I really cared about. It was a game I highly anticipated, and it followed up a game that I thought was, like, good, but really flawed. So, no series will ever produce a Tears of the Kingdom again, except for maybe, I guess, another Zelda. Though, I hope not.
It's true. Too many small factors. Because, like, if you have a bad Pikmin game, even if it takes, like, 10 years to come out, it's not like a sequel to Pikmin 4 is going to have the same weight as a sequel to Breath of the Wild, you know?
Right. Like, I think, like, Kingdom Hearts 3 is a game that I wonder if I would feel similarly about if I was into Kingdom Hearts before it came out, because people waited so long for that game and people were disappointed by it. But as someone who played KH3, like, in sequence with the others after all the games were already out, like, I didn't mind it. Like, I understand why people don't love it, but I have nothing against it personally, because I didn't spend however many years waiting for it. Robin says, what if they added the Ancient Heroes aspect to Pikmin? Oh... That might warrant at least a YouTube short. It might require me to just scream into my YouTube shorts a bit.
I really hope they do.
Pikmin 4 is better. Boobly says Pikmin 4 is better than 99% of Switch games. I don't believe that that is true. But I mean, mathematically it might be.
There's a lot of shovelware on the Switch.
That's true.
I'll give you that.
Alright, Space Junk Galaxy. Let's get it.
Oh, I love the soundtrack to this one.
It's great. What about a YouTube pants on Tears of the Pikmin? What?
I'm always saying. What about a YouTube pants?
Let me try again. What would it take for a Pikmin game to become the next Bravely Default? It would need to have the greatest soundtrack of all time and absolutely horrible writing and pacing. Have I ever heard of Ace Attorney? No, this is the first time anyone's ever mentioned it to me. Yes. I've never played an Ace Attorney game.
It's about these two gay guys.
That's what I've heard.
I guess you could read them as Ace, but a lot of people read them as gay.
I read them as attorneys, personally. Thanks. Much appreciated.
I think you would like Ghost Trick.
That's what people have been telling me since I was, like, 12 years old. I believe it.
Yeah?
I just haven't gotten around to playing it. Is it on the Switch?
It is. It came onto Switch a couple years ago.
Well,
It's
I think that game is a puzzle game, so I would not play it on stream, but maybe if enough people requested it, I would do it as a second channel Let's Play.
It's quite fun. I don't think the puzzles are like super hard and bash your head against the wall.
No, but any puzzle that takes me even any modicum of brain power to figure out will have people be like, the answer is this, it's so simple. Like, I know, I'm thinking. Like,
that's true.
That's the best part about puzzle games is the thinking. And you can't do that on stream because people will think for you, or worse.
Yeah.
Skinny,
it's also a mystery.
When are you going to play Majora's Ocarina Waker Princess Sword of the Wild Kingdom? It's on my list.
That's a CDI game, right?
I believe so. Narnkar asks, Hayato, what's your favorite game? Where does Tears of the Kingdom rank on your favorite games list?
My favorite game is probably Hollow Knight, just based on the amount of time that I've spent on it. I quite love Hollow Knight, and it's the kind of game that I replay a lot. So you can imagine how I feel about Silksong.
Probably the way almost everyone feels about Silksong.
Yeah, I mean, I quite enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom, but, like, I can't call it, like, an all-time favorite. I thought it was fun.
Look, it's you.
I'm
Goodbye.
also bad at ranking things. I need to rank things.
I love ranking things. We were talking about potentially ranking some things together at some point.
That's true. Oh, boy, I'm so excited to actually rank things. But I don't usually rank things.
I do. One thing about me is I love ranking stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Why did it do that? Alright, you spaced out. Fitting. We're playing Mario Galaxy after all.
Wow. Hollow Knight is peak. Chad is correct.
I agree. I've played like maybe 2 or 3 hours of it, and I agree. I'll play more of it soon. Fear not.
I'm so excited for the continuation of that Let's Play.
The continuation of Majora's Mask is slated for Monday, by the way. Majora Monday is coming back this Monday.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We headed towards the Great Bay.
I wish they would put like an average bay or like a mid bay, you know?
Mid Bay. That's in Among Us.
Yeah. Meet me in Med Bay.
Meet me in Mid Bay, of course.
Mm-hmm. That's gaming.
Favorite space game, not including Galaxy? Heaven Will Be Mine, obviously.
Among Us.
Among Us. Heaven Will Be Mine is a visual novel, by the way. It's very good and everyone should play it. Pikmin is technically a space game. No, it's not. It happens on... Well, not Earth, but...
If you're not in space during the game, it doesn't count.
I think so. I don't like visual novels because I can't read. Well, at least you're honest about it.
I do like visual novels when there's something to do. I don't think I like them as much when I'm just reading text and dialogue. I like when they mix it up with something.
Well...
Like escape rooms or whatever else you might have in a visual novel.
Heaven Will Be Mine is very much a reading game, and the text is a little bit difficult to parse at times, but I think it's very rewarding to make it through it and see all the various characters and endings and stuff. What Zelda game impacted your childhood the most? Definitely Majora's Mask, which I talk about in the most recent episode. Not the one that's coming out on Monday, the one that came out before the one that's coming out on Monday. That is to say, the most recent one.
I see. It all makes sense now. I didn't play any Zelda games until I was, like, in high school. Because I wanted to impress my crush.
That's crazy.
But it was a good series to get into for that reason.
Perhaps.
I have no regrets.
I got into Zelda because my mom loved Zelda. And because I had her N64 that she got when she was in college.
Neat. I was more of a Donkey Kong child.
Makes sense.
And some Mario.
But not this game, even though it's
Donkey
peak.
Nope, not this game. I did the really funny thing of playing through most of Mario Galaxy 2 at my friend's house and then buying Mario Galaxy 2 for my birthday.
Well, friend of the channel Ava was my eternal player too. My beloved Luma companion. Perhaps
yeah.
when next she and I hang out, we might stream Galaxy 2 together. That might be fun.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get some Excuse me. Oh, okay, cool. For some reason, I keep thinking that the ground pound button should be the one that makes all the fire go. Not the fire, the star bit. Sorry, I was looking at the fireball.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
I also find myself shaking the controller even though I don't have to.
I love shaking the controller. It's a fun little feature.
Skitty, what's the Heaven one? The space one? Heaven Will Be Mine is a visual novel. It's definitely too adult for you. But I think you probably have to be 16 or 17 minimum to play that game. Like, I don't think you need to be an adult necessarily, but it's definitely... It would go over your head, I think. And it's got some adult themes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool level.
This is a cool level. Alright, Camilla. Let's do it.
Oh, wow. It's like, what if Kamek was purple?
So true. And what if Zelda was a girl?
I've always wondered that.
This is Kammy Koopa Erasure, but whatever. I miss Paper Mario. Almost just fell off the spaceship. See, it's a spaceship because it's a ship that's in space.
That's true, isn't it? I hadn't thought about it that way.
Nice. To be fair, you need a pretty high IQ to understand Heavenly Mind. Like, you joke, but the reading comprehension required of that game is actually pretty significant.
Whoa, it's 2 Kameks?
I like to think that I'm, like, decently intelligent, but I definitely had some trouble parsing that game the first time I played it.
Is it just, like, the writing style?
Yeah, and just, like, the quantity and sort of depth of the text is a lot.
I see.
I like someone they shouldn't play a game because it's too adult for them is a good way to get them to play it. I mean, look, if you don't have a... Listen, I worry about Benjamin because I know that your parents are kind of crazy. In the homophobic kind of way. And there's lesbians in that game. So I would just be careful if I were you.
Yuri alert.
Yuri alert. Space Yuri, the best kind.
Oh boy.
Not that I think I would wait till you have a bit more independence to seek out something like that, but it is very good. My senior quote in high school was from Heaven Will Be Mine. I had 2 actually, because I was in the I got the school yearbook and the special ed yearbook.
Congrats.
My general pop regular style high school yearbook quote was I can't stand being human like this. What I want is to be human like that. And then my special ed yearbook quote was, and we will write a new future with our gravity, a new world. There's
That's so Mario Galaxy coded.
There are so many bangers in Heaven Will Be Mine. It is a great game. It's good. Release the Autistic Cut with AOI knowledge, of course. I mean, it's coming. Eventually. One day.
There are steps in the way, as it turns out.
True. like AOI coming out.
True.
Skitty, what's the
And
best
also
color
Breath of the Wild
Yoshi?
video.
That too. The Breath of the Wild video is underway. I've been working on it all morning, actually.
How exciting. My favorite Yoshi color is blue. Like the kind that flaps around with wings.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, I think I'm a fan of the Mario Galaxy 2 Yoshi designs. I like the glowy one.
Ooh, yeah.
Why does Bowser let Peach send Mario one-up mushrooms? You know what? I get the sense that Bowser's not really around with Peach very much. He sort of seems to be out doing galaxy conquering stuff.
Yeah, Bowser never struck me as like a very
Wow,
pleasant
these
captain.
textures are ugly as fuck.
I think they're tasty.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks delicious, but some of these textures, the AI upscaling was not generous. Like, look at this. Look at this blue texture I'm walking on. What on earth were they? What,
Yeah,
what were
I'm
they
not sure
thinking?
it was supposed to be. I don't think they were. I think that's the point of the AI upscaling. Is that you don't think about it. It just...
Well, here I am thinking about it.
That's true. Well, you can think about it all you want.
Ooh, star. An arrow. And
Yeah.
heart. And star again.
I miss chocolate.
Elaborate.
I bought chocolate a couple days ago.
At the airport, that's right. It's good chocolate.
And I don't think I finished it. But now I can't find it. And I don't know how that happened.
Suspiciously chocolate-shaped belly.
Surely you wouldn't steal my chocolate.
No, I would not. Will the Autistic Cut be a Patreon exclusive? No, it will not. It'll be released to everyone. And everyone will say, great job, Skitty. And they'll say, wow, your mic sounds so much better in this. And I'll say, yeah, it's because I didn't take a big ol' smoke right before I recorded it.
But what about the lip snacking sounds?
That was my fault. That was my fault.
Well, congrats to everyone involved for beating this galaxy.
So true. I think...
Benjamin's never played a visual novel game.
Well, the Heavenly Mind is not necessarily a sequel, but it happens... It's made by the same people as We Know the Devil, which is another good visual novel that might be a bit resonant to those of you with the more homophobic parents. But it's one of my favorite stories, and I also highly recommend it. And you can get it on the eShop for $6.66.
Whoa. That's...
We're gonna get new legal smokable herbs soon? Like, I'm with Boobly. What do you mean by that? Like a new strain? Are we smoking the Skitty pack? Chat, remember when Robin donated $400?
I remember. I don't know if anyone will ever be as funny or intelligent as that again, though.
That's crazy. That's a new stream. A new stream where I get high and play video games? I'll have to think about it.
We'll see if that's on brand for you.
Maybe I'll do some baked dandorying, which will be terrible because I'll be both streaming and intoxicated, which does not make for good challenge mode scores, but does make for lots of fun.
That's what it's all about.
I believe there's a Luma that we can feed. I believe it's 80 star bits.
Well, you're getting there. You are on your way.
I'm trying. I'm doing my very best. The best and the bittiest of the Skitty. Nope, don't fire a star bit away. That was one fewer star bit that I could have used to pay the Luma. This is so sad.
Benjamin wants to play as a Pianta in Mario Kart World. I think I'm gonna Dry Bones main once again.
In Mario Kart 8, I mostly played as Inkling Girl.
I don't think Inkling Girl's in the new one.
That's okay.
I mean, they have Cow, I guess.
I know my sister's gonna be all about that.
Chat, who's everyone gonna main in Mario Kart World?
You heard a kid
Who
watching the
this is
Tears
my
of the
hero
Kingdom video at
coach?
Chipotle? Oh my, did you be like, I'm one of their biggest fans? Are you sure they were watching the Tears of the Kingdom video, or were they watching Point Crow watch the Tears of the Kingdom video? Because Point Crow's been watching the Tears of the Kingdom video on stream recently, and it's fucking awesome.
It really is.
That is so into it. They even thought that the Link and Zelda lesbian joke was funny, and they didn't send me death threats about it. 70 star.
Base.
I know, right?
Based do not that.
I know, right? Micro also is like, if people in chat were misgendering me, he would correct them, which is, fucking awesome. He's like the anti-Ratatosker. Oops.
Yep.
Did I say that
See.
out loud?
Maybe a little bit. But that's okay. I think chat forgives you.
I would hope so. I think you do need 80. 50? Huh. Great.
Oh, wow.
I have more than enough.
You're in great shape.
I am in great shape. Yippee! What is the longest / most ridiculous video game title you've seen? Easily Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a Fragmentary Passage.
That was my answer, too.
Is Ratatosker a weirdo? No, not necessarily. But he did watch my video on stream, and he did keep misgendering me, even though people in chat kept reminding him. And then, in the aftermath of that, he got a bunch of just, like, absolute fuck-ass weirdos in his comment section being like, why can't we refer to an obvious woman as she? Why? Is it out of fear? It's like, and then, you know. So, shit like that was also not moderated in any capacity. But I think the stream is now members only at this point. So I can't even go watch it. Just so sad because it means
It wasn't a very good stream.
Well, I don't have access to him being like, no one has thought about Tears of the Kingdom more than this person has. Like, now they're shitting on the
That might be
shrine
true.
names. Ow! What the
I
fuck?
think that's true.
So good. And they don't drop.
Don't get hit again.
I know, I can't get hit again. That'd be so...
Well, you can. You would just die.
Well, then I can't.
And that would be super embarrassing.
That would be super embarrassing. I'd have to quit my job and move to Mercury.
No, you'd have to get a job.
No, 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 please. No, 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 no. No, he didn't take the video down. He just switched it to members only. Is Skitty gonna marathon all the Five Nights at Freddy's games? Why on earth would I do that?
Famous FNAF fan.
Listen, I'm a FNAF scholar. I don't know if I'm a fan. I've read the books.
There's got to be some joke in here about the Mimic.
Well, it was difficult to put the pieces together, I guess. Skitty, how do you get a life in Mario Galaxy? I'm glad you were asking about Mario Galaxy, because in real life I have no idea. You can get 50 star bits or 50 coins. Or you can get a one-up mushroom.
If you jump on enemies 8 times in a row, I think you can also get...
Something like that, presumably.
Because I know that in Mario Galaxy 2, you can just jump on those giant Koopas for like 3 minutes and get like max out lives. It's quite nice. It makes you feel real clever for looking it up on the internet.
Security breach with my Tears of the Kingdom I hate like nobody has hated before. I guess that's fair. It did seem pretty scuffed. Alright, I need to lock in. Everybody pray for Skitty. Actually, that's a very generous time limit. I'll be fine. But pray for me anyway.
4 minutes, huh? It's just like in Ghost Trick.
Maybe. I wouldn't know. I haven't played it as previously discussed.
It's true. But the Ghost Trick fans in chat will get it.
Okay. I trust. Okay, well this is not even this is not even remotely the direction I'm holding the control stick, but whatever.
That is a thing about 3-dimensional orbs.
Oh. I had to spin away, but
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I know.
Huge time loss, I'd say.
Wow, is this the dolphin from Pikmin?
Lander says FNAF fell into the problem most, if not all, series that go on for too long, where the story got all completely convoluted from all the additions.
Fucking turn.
I don't think that's why it became like that.
Where's the camera? Okay, thank you. Oh, okay.
My game theory is that FNAF wanted to be on Game Theory super badly, so they kept on being convoluted on purpose to get MatPat's attention, and they got it.
I think that was a mutually reinforcing loop.
It was a symbiotic relationship for sure.
I agree. That's what I think. That's the official Skitty Bitty take.
I don't think it's 'cause it went on for too long though.
Yeah, I think it was fucked from the get-go. I think Five Nights 2 was probably where the storytelling peaked. And that's saying something because that was like years and years and years ago. Ow. I really like the ending of 3. I think if the series had ended there, I would have been happy about it. Fuck.
I think MatPat would enjoy going frame by frame in this FNAF. Yeah, exactly.
Matrick Path
exactly.
It's gonna be dissecting this trailer like no one's business.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're Brendan's age. Brendan's 15. Also, you just turned 11.
Yeah, that's like a 4-year difference, isn't it?
I know, right?
Like, you're both young, but like...
There's orders of magnitude, you see.
Oh, Ghostlight, congrats on your date going well.
Oh, thank God. I've been thinking about this all day.
I wasn't at all worried.
I mean, I wasn't worried, but I was
confident.
I was thinking about...
I was confident in Ghostlight's Riz abilities.
Obviously.
Chat's talking about FNAF, but I have nothing to say about it because I have not consumed FNAF in any regard whatsoever.
Yeah, I said it back then, and I'll say it again. It's probably for the best. I did not tell my beloved family that I'm going live, and I just heard someone come home.
We've only got 51 seconds left.
Yeah.
Better get going.
And I can just send a little heads up text to the family group chat.
Do I want a Smash Bros. Movie? No, I want Subspace Emissary 2.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't think I need, like... Because, I mean, Avengers faces kind of a similar problem of, like, character bloat. And I don't think they've really laid the foundation at all for a Smash Bros. Cinematic universe quite yet. So, I mean, like, you've got Sonic, but he's, like... His series is live action. He exists in the real world. And then you have Mario, who's very much a CGI character. And, like, Detective Pikachu, who is in a different live-action world that is not our world. And also, he's not Pikachu at the end of the movie. So I don't think the cinematic universe is coming together at all. And then even if it did, would it be, like, the full roster? Would it be, like, the main 8 guys? Like, you know, your Mario, your Donkey Kong, your Kirby... Because, like, half those characters don't talk. Like, Yoshi doesn't talk, Kirby doesn't talk, Donkey Kong doesn't talk. Well, I guess he does talk in the Mario movie, but... At some point, it stops feeling like a crossover and starts feeling more like... just the big Nintendo movie. And I don't think that would go over as well as everyone thinks it would.
I think it could be interesting to adapt Smash Bros. In the way that... Not to talk about Matrick Pathu again... But MatPat does have a video about Smash Brothers where he has a sort of interpretation of it that maybe is his and maybe was lifted from Reddit, but either way, I think is quite interesting. Basically,
oh, the one about them all being toys? And...
Yeah. I think that would make for an interesting story about, like, the character of Master Hand. And that might be it.
It could be. But even then, you're still, like, the main draw... Like, I think the plot could be interesting. But the moment-to-moment of the movie would still probably be your, you know, Nintendo characters hanging out with each other as toys. So, I don't know. I don't think...
Because a movie about toys would never succeed.
I don't think the typical Smash Bros. Cast has the staying power
I also don't think they have
for
the chemistry.
to do a movie.
Like they don't
Yeah,
know each other.
Exactly.
What does
Like,
Zelda have in common
the
with
Mario
Yoshi?
movie. The Mario movie's fine because, like, it's Mario and friends. They can really build from that point. Yeah, but like, Marth. What's Marth gonna talk about? You know? Like I'm not saying it's not possible, but I am saying that it's a lot to ask in a world where we have one Mario movie.
In a world where we have one Mario movie.
Right.
Sorry, my sincerest Pete's apologies.
But see, I think a subspace emissary type, campaign, you can have your characters interacting in, I think, a very reasonable way. I think the way they interact in subspace and the way they interact in all the trailers feels very natural to me. Because, like, they don't really have to have a conversation.
It's been a long minute since I played Brawl. Wow, this level is short. You just launch right into the butthole.
Wow.
I mean, like, come on.
No, you're not wrong.
No, I know I'm not. I've never been wrong about anything in my life. Obviously.
Well.
Got a load of this guy.
Like, I think a video game has a certain level of suspension of disbelief that a movie doesn't have. So, like, you can have Pikachu and Samus teaming up, and it's funny and goofy and silly. But, like...
Oh, this is
I don't think they
worse without the sensor bar. I'll put it that way.
I believe you. I don't think they can build a story around Samus and Pikachu.
Come on.
I think it's a tough ask.
I feel like I'm battling the controls.
I hope Marth just comes in and is like, I'm Marth from the Kingdom of Althena.
And then he Marthed all over the place.
Take back from the Shadow Dragon. And then Ike is like, play Path of Radiance. So true. Everyone should play Path of Radiance right now.
No.
You know I mean it because I have a Soren profile picture.
Oh, the controls, the controls. Oh, someone save our Skitty.
You're doing great.
I'm trying. Nope, I missed.
Any story built on
total Skitty failure.
Being just minimalistic.
There we go.
Yeah, I agree. I think you get the cute cutscenes in the very simple, straightforward story, and I think that's the only way to make it work with, like, such a big cast of unrelated characters.
Who is your main in
we can't
Smash
make it too
Brothers? In Ultimate, I play Sora, and in Smash 4, I played Lucina. It's a little bit of Skitty lore.
I like Piranha Plant.
And then Ike said, I'm gay, and it was cut from the international version.
Sounds about right. Well, congrats on mastering the controls of the video game.
Thanks, I tried. Oh my god. Point Crow's about to go to Shrine Island?
No way.
Nah,
this is important.
He's long since moved on, I fear.
Oh, that's too bad.
Hold on. Chat. I heard we were going to Shrine. Bruh.
Goodbye, Brendan. Enjoy your
Chat.
lunch.
Apparently I missed it.
Maybe it's for the best.
He said we went to Shrine Island and everyone knew you.
Ain't that just the way?
I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip it real quick.
You want Ridley to be the villain who murders Pichu's parents? That's crazy. But in a funny way. I respect it a lot. Even if it is just a fake out. Enough war crimes. Well, I would continue playing, but I don't have the controller, unfortunately.
Chat. Hold on.
Chat's still here, don't worry.
Okay.
Gibby, what's the news?
They went to Shrine Island and everyone...
Chat is doing Brexit now? Gibby needs to come back immediately.
No. I'm back. God forbid Skitty wants to see famous streamer Point Crow go to Shrine Island. For me. This has been a Shrine Island victory. Completely.
Brexit more like breakfast, am I right?
So
Thanks,
true.
Benjamin.
So true. Thank you, Benjamin, for keeping it all up. I am going to let's just you know, I'm nervous. Don't make source visible. Okay, cool. I can just do that, and then I can display capture, a window capture.
Magical things are happening in OBS. Just so Chat is aware.
Okay. There we go. This is not my Twitch, just to be clear.
So exciting. You guys are about to watch some
Skitty!
awesome footage. I don't know how much I can gas it up without
Guess where
spoiling
we
it too
went?
much.
You're talking.
We went to Shrine.
You're talking over it. We're replaying it. Here we go.
Yo! Skitty! Guess where we went? We went to Shrine Island. And everyone knew you. Alright, so it's too rainy here. Alright, we're gonna wait for cloudy.
That's crazy.
Hey, look, it's Disneyland.
So, that's a delightful little treat, I think. Holy crap, Lois.
That's awesome.
Well, Benjamin, I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad you're having a good old birthday. It is what you deserve for being a premier member of the Skitty Committee.
So true. And if anyone else wants to join the Skitty Committee, go to patreon.com/gittybitty.
It's at patreon.com/ittybittyskitty.
Itty bitty skitty. My bad.
Forgive you. You're just trying to plug.
Hayato
You're just trying to
twist
plug. You're
like
trying to
man.
plug the Patreon. I respect that.
Yeah, someone's got to do it. You know, I don't know if anyone else will even attempt, but someone's got to do it. So if you want to plug the Patreon, I just did. Patreon.com/ittybittyskitty. For just $3 a month, you can become a premier member of the Skitty Committee.
And you can join our Discord, where you can hang out with us. And we can shit on Tears of the Kingdom
True.
together.
Well, I don't usually participate in that channel, but
Of course. Oh. Skitty, you rocking with Galaxy 1 or Galaxy 2 more? Obviously, Galaxy 1.
it sure is one of those video games.
I didn't match the guide on the bottom right. Okay.
The one that's covered by chat? Oh no,
Well-
this is impossible.
Yeah, Point Crow's live until he finishes 100%ing Tears of the Kingdom. So he's gonna be live for
Is
the...
he like letting himself sleep?
Yes, he's sleeping on stream.
Incredible.
And during some of his downtime yesterday, he was watching my video, which is pretty epic, if I dare say.
That is quite epic, I've got to say. I must agree with you.
Hi, Sunbuns. Thank you for stopping by. I believe Sunbuns is the one that drew the incredible Majora's Mask fan art.
Really? Oh, that's so good. I love that art so much.
It's real good.
Link
Ah!
Link is so morose, and then you just have little fairy Skitty.
I was
just so happy.
I should not read the chat while balancing on yonder ball. Did he?
No, he did not watch the whole video in one sitting. He watched a section of it and then paused at a chapter change.
Yeah, which is why the chapters
I think
are there.
He was eating. It's true. It's true.
Come on.
Kitty's video has made Tears of the Kingdom a net positive.
Well, I don't know about that one.
You don't think your video is good enough to make Tears of the Kingdom a net positive?
I mean, it's good, but it's no Breath of the Wild video.
But you know it is the Breath of the Wild video.
Breath of the Wild video is the Breath of the Wild video.
And it's on the way.
It is on the way. And it's gonna blow the freaking Tears of the Kingdom video out of the water.
Mm-hmm. We're looking at 3 scatillion views on this one.
True.
Yippee!
No problem.
Hooray.
Turns out when you aren't reading chat, no problem. When you are reading chat, it is a problem. How about that?
Which Mario game is this? I think this is Mario 64.
Yeah.
But in space. It's no Mario Galaxy 2, I'll tell you that.
Well, I guess that's technically true. The Robin Super Chats are still here. The Robin Super Chats are huge.
If anyone wants to, like,
Don't
outbid them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you want to buy my affection, the price is high, but you can do it. Will I play Age of Imprisonment? Of course.
It's gonna be so funny.
My therapist is so excited for Age of Imprisonment because it's going to it's going to have me booking all kinds of extra sessions.
Damn.
My cat is sitting next to me so peacefully.
Jasper?
Yeah.
I miss Jasper.
Jasper misses you too.
Aw.
I'll put a picture in general. I guess I could try simultaneously streaming to YouTube and Twitch sometime. I'm not used to streaming on Twitch, but I suppose it could be arranged.
Oh, the music's going crazy once again.
But this game does not miss when it comes to the music. Not once. I really like this song because it's like a more instrumental version of the sort of mystery theme that you get on the smaller planets. So there are instances where it sort of weaves in between the more sparse version of the song and the more involved one, depending on what you're doing.
I love dynamic soundtracks.
Me too.
Ganon dies in Age of Imprisonment. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think he gets imprisoned.
In a war of some sort? What is this, some kind of imprisoning war? And then everyone laughs.
Mm-hmm.
Skitty, genuine
Say
question.
that again.
If I get a Switch 2, will you play with me? I don't see why not. It depends on what game.
Benjamin.
But, you know, here in the Skitty Committee, we always support Benjamin Semistarfish, especially today on his birthday.
That's true. Any big plans now that you're 11 years old?
First we imprison, then we war. Let's imprison him war. Actually, like, it's hard to overstate how much more comfortable I would be if I were playing this on the Wii. Like, it's so interesting. It's like a weird, almost uncanny valley situation where, like, I'm playing this game that I've played for hundreds upon hundreds of hours, but it feels different to play than how I'm used to, and it's just like, the muscle memory is at odds with the lack of muscle memory when it comes to the controls and stuff like that. Oh, thanks for that.
I actually feel the same way about Hollow Knight. I played it on my computer with keyboard the entire time, and so I bought it on my Switch. And it's just so strange to play with like any actual controller, because I'm used to like using all of my fingers, not my thumbs exclusively.
Huh.
So, yeah. Do you think this game would be more comfortable on the Joy-Cons?
Probably. In fact, almost certainly. But the Joy-Cons, they're too little, even for my little hands. Well, if only there were a Switch 2 coming out that had larger Joy-Cons.
A kitten can dream, can't they?
That's me.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Hayato, if you could decide what role or moments you'd hope to see Piranha Plant in for another Subspace story, what would it be? I think it would be really funny if Piranha Plant were like the recurring rival character. You know,
just
like he shows up at various intervals, like doing all kinds of dastardly deeds.
You want to play Paper Mario so bad, you don't even know it.
I started playing it once on NSO Plus.
It is. It is
peak.
peak. It is peak.
There's so many video games.
Yeah, but it's one of the very best. I can't. There are very few games that I like more than Paper Mario 64.
Even Paper Mario Thousand Year Door?
I haven't played it.
I see. I haven't either.
I own it. I got it in Japan.
I don't. Ooh.
It was cheaper because of the value of the yen. Well. Okay, well. Little controls moment there.
Yeah, make Piranha Plant the one specific guy who's just way more stubborn than the rest. Yeah, because you could have like regular Piranha Plant enemies that get knocked out after a couple of hits, like the average Subspace enemy. So then you just have this one who you knock him off the stage, and there's this cutscene where he's like sprawled across the ground, and then you see his leaf twitch into like a curled fist, and then he stands up, and you see this gleam on his teeth the way it does in the ooh yeah.
You're
really
thinking of Breath of the Wild's DLC, Hayato. You're thinking of
Am I?
of Monk Mascotia.
Maybe a little bit. But that one's different because he stands up.
He does do the fist clench.
Piranha Plant doesn't have feet.
Spoilers for Breath of the Wild's DLC, by the way. Probably should have said that before I started talking, but whatever. If you're here for Zelda spoilers anyway. It's sort of inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we do the accursed level, actually?
The accursed level?
This is a very infamous one.
I don't know any of the levels in this game, except for maybe, like, 2 that were ported over to the second game.
I guess that's fair. The second game has equivalents of this level.
Okay. I'm excited to see what it entails. Not the garbage bombs. Oh, Alexander knows what's up. I don't. Alex has seen the future, I'm afraid.
Oh, yes.
Plant is the sands of Subspace Emissary 2? I hope so. Oh, like that. Give Subspace Emissary 2 different routes, and in one of them, Piranha Plant is like the final boss. I would love that so much for him.
Something about playing Galaxy on the Switch just makes you wish you were playing it on the Wii.
Oh, I see. I think the amount of time it takes to explode makes it super unsatisfying.
This is not a good placement for that bomb. Neither is that. I'm fucked. I thought I was on track for a one-take Drake situation.
Oh?
This is not it.
That is so annoying.
It's okay. It's on me.
Because it feels like you should have been able to get there.
It's okay. It's okay. It's the Switch controls. I know what I'm doing. It is an execution failure. Okay. Woo! Lober, thank you so much for the $4. I just saw your Tears of the Kingdom video. It's peak. Thanks so much. Oh, I might as well just quit this shit and start over already. This is already fucked up.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
I think that's
I'm counting on... Nope. Not quite.
Yeah, that actually is awful. I hate it a lot.
It's really okay. This would be a first-time situation if I were playing it. This would be a first-try situation if I were playing it on the Wii.
I just don't think it's fun to wait for the bombs to explode for that long.
Well, that's why you gotta get it right. Oh.
But if you get it right, you have to wait. At least in Galaxy 2, you got, like,
the fireball,
fireball in the crate, and that's, like, you know, it's a decent pace. This looks pretty clean, though.
Yeah, no problem. This is gonna be a classic skitty bitty no problem kind of situation.
On the third try, of course.
Oh, yeah. So, how long's the stream, says Benjamin. I don't know. I have no idea. It's just gonna go for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe until I get bored.
But how could you possibly get bored of Super Mario Galaxy?
That's fair. I wish that someone clipped Point Crow going to Shrine Island. I'm sure it'll be in the VOD.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be hard to find.
1 hour for every $1 Robin donated. Oh no.
Oh no. Goodbye, Hack Wilbert. Enjoy hating on the Switch too.
So true. You think you have an exam tomorrow? You don't want to go, so you're so happy. Well, I'm happy that you're happy. Let's finish off Battle Rock Galaxy, and then perhaps we can call it. I do have lots of Breath of the Wild stuff to take care of.
And I have lots of food that needs to be eaten. I'm so hungry.
You didn't eat lunch?
I had like a late breakfast, which some might call brunch, but I don't.
Okay. I can respect
I think it's only
that.
brunch if I've been awake for a while.
Perhaps.
If I wake up at 8 o'clock and then eat at 11, then it's brunch.
Okay. I can kind of see that.
If I wake up at 10:30 and eat at 11, it's breakfast.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
ate around 11:30.
I'm seeing the vision.
But the thing is, I can also smell some kind of chicken being cooked in some sort of... I hate to say lava.
I was wondering if it was perhaps is it crispy and or juicy?
I hope it's juicy. It smells juicy. That makes me think about food. It makes me hungry. The music's still good though.
True. Here, listen to how the music fades.
Oh. Yeah, the music is kind of peak, I must say. It just makes me want to play Galaxy.
It does tend to have that effect on you, doesn't it?
Yep. That's what we call game design.
True.
From Mario's perspective, this seems unnerving. Well, no, because you see how he's like yipping and woohoo and everywhere?
Exactly. He's yippying and yahooing. Naturally.
Though I guess this is the part of the video they're watching where you're grabbing the blue stars, and I do think that might feel a little weird from Mario's POV.
Perhaps.
Like, he's not even facing the stars, he's being dragged towards.
I know, it's like the void of space.
He's like, he's twisting around in that bubble a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's probably the least fun part of this whole experience for Mario.
Who can really say, though,
So
you know?
he's launching somewhere. You know, he hits a launch star. He's schmoving. He's flying through the sky, and that's awesome. I think everyone wants to fly through the sky, and no one wants to tumble around in a ball. I guess I can't speak for everyone, but... Are there any ball tumblers in chat?
G-Dino says, what's my opinion on the game Geometry Dash? I've been known to dash some geometries from time to time. That was an embarrassing whiff on my part. I was busy thinking about Geometry Dash. I think it's great. Oops. Some good skit. I've definitely not been playing it much since I'm no longer 14 years old, but...
Oh, Benjamin, you are going to love Geometry Dash in 3 years.
Play Geometry Dash at any age. That game is lots of fun.
Congrats on the number 3 crown, by the way, Benjamin.
Yes.
That means you're number 3 chattering chat right now.
True.
Oh, Boop is a ball tumbler.
Uh-oh. 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 Ah! Throw it! Okay, all good.
Yippee.
That's what
You
I'm
also
always
have,
saying.
like, 6 life. I think you're totally fine.
I know, but I was still, you know... I don't want to embarrass myself.
I would say no problem. I would say no problem.
No problem.
Wow. Is that the last star in Battle Galaxy?
Nope, there's one more. It's Top Maniac and the Topman
Oh,
Tribe.
good. Oh, good. I was about 1 star away from being done, and I didn't want to be done early.
Of course.
Of course.
No one likes a premature situation.
No. No, they don't. Alright. Battle Galaxy finale.
Unless we get the Top Maniac Daredevil run, which is not impossible.
Oh, well, in that case.
I don't really understand how the chat leaderboard thing works. I feel like it's just encouraging people to spam.
That's a good question. Because well, I don't know. I checked to see, like, chat XP.
Apparently you can make a super chat goal. I don't even know what the purpose of that would be.
You say, we get $500 and...
Put a shrine on Shrine
then
Island.
I switch... Yeah, exactly. Or pay $1,000 and I switch to Mario Galaxy 2. Or
I'd have to go
other
fumble with the HDMI cable and plug in my Wii U because, as you know,
they ported one Mario
right,
Galaxy
exactly.
game and not the other one.
Precisely.
That was a weird year for Nintendo, I gotta say.
That's gonna be a hearty "what were they thinking" from me.
Right. And to be honest, I think I would rather buy a Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 collection than buy a Mario 64 and Sunshine and Mario Galaxy 1 collection.
Because who wants to play Mario Sunshine?
Exactly. And like, I don't know, I've played Mario 64 a couple of times, not all the way through. But it feels a little annoying to me.
Yeah, it was revolutionary,
Maybe
but it did not
up.
age well in my professional, non-professional opinion.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you're the first person to do like a good 3D platformer. Is it feels like the first good 3D platformer and not
Mario 64
as
really
good
makes
as,
you
like,
feel
the
like you're
good
playing the first
platformer.
good 3D platformer.
Right? Like, is it a competent game? Absolutely. But, you know, I prefer games to be a little bit more than just competent these days. When there are so many other games I could be playing, I don't know why I would choose the jank one. No disrespect to the game, though. I can understand why so many people like it. I'm sure, you know, speedrunning that game in particular seems really fun because it has nostalgia and is also a little jank.
A little
And it all comes together
jank-stalgia.
nicely. I love some jank nostalgia. Why did every game reviewer gas up Mario Sunshine as peak?
Because it has the aesthetic of being peak. Like, there's a lot of cool ideas and there's some great music and a great setting. The problem is that the experience of playing Mario Sunshine is fucking miserable.
Mm-hmm.
In my skitty opinion. Like, I would never make a I hate Mario Sunshine, because that would require me to play Mario Sunshine to just frankly an extent that... You see how Mario ran in a circle there? I was holding forward.
Wow.
Skitty, do you watch anime? Not really.
I used to watch anime, but I have not in a while. It's just a hard habit to keep up with sometimes. Because, you know, sometimes you start like a watch group where you watch an anime with a bunch of your friends, and then y'all don't get together for another, like, 3 months, and you're like, well, maybe I'll continue watching with them, but then you don't because y'all are busy. Or you find another anime where you're like, ooh, this is really fun. I really want to watch this with my friends. But then everyone's busy, or you get together and you want to play Jackbox or something.
To watch Freyren, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think most of the people I've seen who are really into that anime are like some of the worst human beings on planet Earth. No offense to like
I've watched like
regular style fans of that series, but like my god.
I've seen like 2 episodes of it, and I will say it is a little bit peak. It has a very good emotional core to it.
Is that right? Okay.
I must say it does.
Then why
It does.
why do all the neo-Nazis love it?
Um.
I guess the neo-Nazis
I don't
also
know.
love K-On, and K-On's pretty good. So
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. I guess I'm not in the circles of neo-Nazis that also love Free-Ren.
well, that's good.
I think they like it because it's fantasy, and that I think is probably does not read as woke to them. I haven't seen enough of it to say for sure, but it is. I think it's quite good from what I've seen. It has a lot to do with like time and like accepting the passage of time and trying to, you know, value life as it is.
Interesting.
So I do think it's quite good, and from what I saw, it didn't feel like it fell into too many anime tropes that would really, you know.
Well, maybe I'll have to
drive
give it a
people
peek
up.
then. Give it a little.
Maybe just a glance.
I don't know. Well, I don't watch much anything. Like I don't watch TVs or movies or I don't watch TVs. I don't watch movies. You know. All right.
is a
Oh,
thing about
Benjamin's
you.
got to go. Well, goodbye, Benjamin, and happy birthday.
Benjamin, thanks so much for being here.
Yes,
I got to watch peak Galaxy gameplay in honor of your birthday. So thank you.
Hope you have a great year. I'm so happy for you finally turning 11. It's a big year.
It is. It's the first palindrome year.
True.
At least after the first 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. The honor is yours, Hayato. Okay.
I guess so.
Thanks, Benjamin. I guess it is. All right. So are we hurrying and scurrying in this galaxy?
I do believe we are, because the satellite is shrinking.
It is, isn't it?
That's going to be a certified skitty bitty no problem.
It wasn't even the littlest bit of problem, was it?
Nope.
Awesome. Is this the end of the stream?
It may very well be. I'm just going to check and see if the prankster comment appeared.
Okay.
Do I feel any regret leaving that Goomba for dead? Anything at all? No. Oh, sure enough.
There's only one Goomba that Skitty Bitty respects, I think.
True. Just the one.
Just the one. Oh, there's the Daredevil comment. To answer the question in chat, I'm not like a huge Beatles fan, but I respect them.
I don't.
My
I don't
former
respect the
roommate was a
British.
huge Beatles guy. No.
Sorry, I mean,
No.
if you're a British Skitty fan, I mean, you're probably pretty cool. And you should give me your Great British Pounds. That might improve my opinion overall of British people.
Yeah, any British patriots here, you got to do your due diligence. Are we gaming? I also only have 1 life for this one.
Yeah, that's why it's a Daredevil comet. The Daredevil is me. Ow. Fuck you. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful with that.
Doesn't look too bad.
Oh, it's looking alright to me.
That's true. It's not a problem at all.
It's really looking like no problem.
Wow. Wow.
Skitty's favorite Zelda is Majora. So true.
And that Goomba is Anthony Gramuglia?
No, that...
I don't think Anthony's a Goomba.
No. No, I don't think so.
I've never associated him with Goomba at all.
Ew. Skitty hate the Britty. Alright, well.
No! If you put it like that, I can't see how you could hate the Britty.
Well, thank you everybody for coming to stream. Happy birthday to Benjamin Semistarfish. Is Skitty still in high school? Skitty just graduated college.
That's true.
Obviously. I mean, it's not like I've been posting about it for weeks now.
No, not at all.
Thank you for coming to our brief Mario Galaxy stream. Hayato, thank you for being here.
Great to be here.
Thank you as always. Always a pleasure.
Experience.
All right.
Always.
All right. Good night, everybody. Or I guess good afternoon. I'm not used to not streaming at night.
It's true.
All right. One of these days I'm going to finish Wind Waker also, because I've only got like a few hours left of gameplay. I think we can bang that out in one stream.
Yippee.
Night, everyone. Or see you later. Take care.
Or adios.
Wherever you are.
Hajime.